Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So today I thought it would be fun to show you how I go ahead and clean my car seat. So this is the Evenflo Triumph car seat. I have a few different videos like how to install it and stuff, reverse and forward, but I haven't done a video of how you actually take it apart and can actually clean it. My car seat needs to be cleaned so bad, so I'm excited to kind of show you guys how to take it off of the actual base of the car seat, all of the fabric parts, and what I do to get my car seat really clean. So first of all, the two things that I use, I like to use Lysol wipes for any of the plastic parts of the car seat because they get just as scrubby as the fabric. And then I do really love to use Shout. So I just spray this on any of the stains or any of the like really yucky parts of the fabric before I wash it, and I let it sit. So it says to let it soak for about 5 minutes. If it's a really nasty stain though, you can let it soak for up to overnight. So just base it on the stain that you have. One thing I will say though is you have to put this on before you put it in the washing machine, because if you dry it without putting anything on it, those stains will set in. So keeping that in mind, this needs to go on before anything. So to go ahead and take it off, I'm just going to move these out of the way for now. To go ahead and take it off, I'm just going to turn this around. It actually is really easy. There's a few different places that it unclips. So there's 2 clips up at the top, there's 2 clips up at the side, and that's it. So basically all I do is I pull down the fabric and the plastic clip will kind of slide down and just kind of pop out. And then I just do that to all the little plastic clips that are on there. One on the side. Turn it around. There's one on this side here. Same thing, and you just pop it out. And there's already food and junk falling all over my table because, like I said, it really needs to be done. So then you go ahead and there is 2 clips kind of on either side of the front here, one here and one here. So again, you're just gonna pull those down and out. Pull it down and out. One thing that I do really like to do, that I won't be doing this video because I'm not going to spread it all over my table, but one thing I really like to do is I like to, once I have this cover off, to tip it upside down outside and give it a really good shake, because there's stuff that gets into the little plastic parts and the little plastic crevices that you can't get out otherwise. I don't vacuum it because I don't find, I did a few times in the beginning and I just don't find it does anything to really help. So I feel like to turn it upside down and give it a really good shake does what I need it to do, and then I wipe it all down and clean the fabric and stuff. So now it's basically removed. The other thing that you're going to want to do is remove the headrest before we take off this part. So I don't know if you can see this, but the headrest, you can, if you pull it off, it's just attached to the middle piece, and there is just a little piece of Velcro. If you follow this main sort of bar all the way down, there's a little piece of Velcro that attaches it to both sides of the bottom. So you're going to pull that up, and then I like to tuck the 2 sides in and just slide, I need both my hands to do this, slide this all the way down, tuck those sides in, and continue sliding. You don't have to remove this, I just find that, you know, it's nice to get it off of there and spray it on its own. And so then that piece comes off, just like that. And so then you're left with this. So then in order to take the rest of it off, you're going to need to do your cup holders. So all I do is I just pull the fabric down and up over the side, like that. And then you should kind of just be able to push it forward, like that, if that makes any sense. So I'll show you again here. I just pull it down, trying to make sure I got it in camera there, and then just towards yourself there, like that. Lastly, you're going to want to make sure that all of your buckles and everything are through. Of course, you find little toys and all that fun stuff. All your buckles are through so that you're not getting it all over the place. But your buckle there, and then your middle buckle here, you're just going to pull through the fabric. There's a little opening there for it to come through. So you're just going to yank that through, and this is how you take it off. That's all of the steps to get it actually off of the car seat. So now it is really disgusting. I'm just gonna shake it out and I will be right back. So now same thing with this. It is really gross in the base of this just because that's where everything gets collected and sits and it's disgusting. So I'm gonna shake that out. You can shake it out in your sink, in your tub, in your toilet, outside, whatever. You can use a vacuum if you want. whatever method, but like I said, I find that tipping it upside down and giving a really good shake is really what helps for us. So I'm gonna do that and I will come right back to you. Okay, so once I have the majority of the disgustingness done, this part you don't, really need to know because it's easy to just take something and clean it off. But I do like to wipe down any of the little buckles and everything first. Just make sure I really get those clean. You can use hot water and soap, you can use Lysol wipes, you can use whatever you would like. I just like Lysol wipes because I feel like it gets really nice and clean when I do that. And then I just wipe down, not the styrofoam, but all of the plastic parts of the car seat. Then I like to do the cup holders. And I try to do this as often as I possibly can, but of course, it doesn't happen as much as I would like. And then I just like to wipe down the base, because again, a bunch of food and stuff gets caught there. Just like that. So that's all I really wipe down for the front. I do like to wipe down the handles on the sides to tighten the belt. And if I take it around the back, I like to just give it a good look through and make sure that nothing's really, really dirty back here. And I might even just give it a wipe down just to be safe, just to clean it, because I'm already cleaning it. And that's all I really do to actually clean the plastic part of the car seat. So then that's done and it can sit and wait until I'm done cleaning the other half of it, the fabric half of it. So I'm just gonna move that out of the way. So like I said, Shout is fantastic. I love Shout so much. I use it a ton for his clothing, for his car seat, for everything. It gets out stains awesome. So basically what I do is I'm just going to, because you can wash all of this, but just make sure you're doing it on a delicate cycle on the wash and a really delicate cycle on the dry, or hang it to dry if you wish. So I like to, and you can see already like all of the crumbs. I don't know if you can see that, but it's just gross. I like to totally turn the car seat cover inside itself so that everything can kind of fall out. So, and I just give it a little wipe through. This is where you can vacuum again if you would like, but most of this I can get off with my hand, and then the rest of it will come off in the wash. So I'm not gonna worry about vacuuming it too much. Just like that. And then you can see, and I'm just gonna move it a bit closer here, you can see how gross that is. Like this is where the cup holder sits, and this is what is exposed. So this is what it should look like, and this is what it looks like. So we need to really give that a good spray. So what you do with Shout is you just spray it all over the surface that you want cleaned, and then you just rub it in with your hands. Now I'm not worried about the black part too much unless there's a really nasty stain, because you can't really see the black. And then I'm just gonna follow it up with the gray all the way up. And this spot here you can see is kind of more of a nasty spot, so I'm gonna give it a couple extra sprays there and rub it in a bit better. And then just rub it in with my hand all the way up. And then move over and do the other side. And there's another nasty spot there, so add a little bit extra. It doesn't take much, you don't need to use a ton. You only really need to cover the surface. What really is really nice is the amount that you let it soak is what's gonna make the difference. So, I'll spray that. There, and just like that. So then if there's any parts that I think are really grubby or really gross, I'll spray them here, which there is a few little spots that are kind of yuck on the black. But otherwise it looks really, really good. So now, what I'm going to do is take it to my washing machine and go ahead and start it on, like I said, a delicate cycle. So I think they say that you're supposed to let it, like I say, sit for at least 5 minutes, longer if it's a really nasty stain, and try to wash it on the hottest setting possible. But I do like to wash it and dry it in delicates. And that's all I do. That's how I take it off. That's how I clean it. That's how I wash it. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. Go ahead and give it a big thumbs up if you did, and hit that subscribe button to follow along. We'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.